Alright, so the first move we're going to do is the arm bar, and then we're going to switch it over to pendulum forward and pendulum backwards. Okay, so the first way we're going to do it is the arm is going to come over and hold over top, and the other one's going to go on the shoulder. So this one here is going to be moving him around left and right, which is what's giving me a lot of the movement to get my hips moved in the position I want without really having to move my hips. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is very basic. So the foot on his hip, we're going to move ourselves out, and this one comes high to hold him down. So I'm pulling his arm in as tight as I can, and so here I don't want to be sideways. I don't want to be pulling myself sideways trying to get this arm bar, because every time I do that he'll just turn his fist out and he'll escape. So instead I try to make sure my hips flat on the ground, but it can come off the ground as long as it's not turning sideways like a bus wheel. Okay, so the first one here, and now I bring it over and I'm flat on the ground. I can come up if I want, and I can finish it here. Okay. So now the more advanced way is on the back here, and we're not going to go on the hip at all. We're going to come here and we're just going to push him where we need him. So here, okay, so I'm back in the same place. Okay, so now we're going to turn it into a pendulum sweep, because he knows it's coming. He's going to tie up his arm so that I can't extend his arm here. So here, so I'm going to switch my arm. The right hand's going to come in, and the other one's going to go under the leg. Okay, so from here I adjust myself so that this one can kick forward towards the shoulder. Okay, this one's going to come around, it's going to push down. Okay, so again I can come down here, and then I have to make sure I bring it back in front of his head so that when I get to mount, I can get the armbar perfectly. Okay, so this one's going to kick up this way. So again, I got to pull this leg, push this up, bring this around, and then back over the head. So here, bang, so I'm here. So now I'm going to switch my arms. If he's continuing to hold, this is what I like to do. You know, there's lots of ways of doing it, but this one's the easiest for me. I bring my arm here, and I can even hold it like a rear naked style. Coming here, and I fall down to that side, breaking the hands open, and then coming back to the middle. Good. And so now, that one's if the guy's just holding his arms and he's not putting his weight anywhere particular. The next one a lot of guys will do, a lot of big guys will do. So when I'm bringing myself around here, he ends up putting that leg up and he puts his weight down on me hard. So when I switch my arms, I'm going to do the same thing. My arm's going to go under his leg, but instead he's putting a lot of weight on his right shoulder to just stop that arm from getting extended. So instead I'm going to straighten my legs backwards. I'm going to push my hip out. And when I push my hip out, I'm going to try to get myself flipped over here. So here, bang. Okay, so I can continue holding under the leg, or I can come around here. This is fine. So from here, these guys are tightened up. My knees are trying to touch each other, which makes it tight. And so now I'm already extending it, and he'll tap out. Okay, so just going through them again. So the basic beginner armbar, foot, move myself out, extend the arm. The second one, we're not going to use the hip, we're just going to push ourselves and we're going to push him. So here, okay. The third one, he's going to start holding his arm, I'm going to switch my hand. So here, I switch, I go under the leg. Okay, so now this one here is going to come out, push myself down. I switch the arms. This guy here is like a slicer. I use the bone right in here. And I fall to that side. Breaking the hands open, bringing it back. I tighten up the knees to make it strong. And the last one, he grabs the arms, puts the legs up, and he pushes his weight into me. So again, I'm here, I switch, backwards, done. Right, so that's basic pendulum, backwards, forwards, and basic arm bars.